The book titled The Man Abba Kyari, written by David Onmeje, was successfully launched at NAF Conference Center, Abuja. The book, reviewed by Professor Odenta, was attended by many distinguished guests. They revealed the unique qualities of the untold story of the man Abba Kyari. Notable among those who attended and gave goodwill messages were Colonel Hamid Ibrahim, retired, the Director General of the Nigerian Customs Service, a close friend to Abba Kyari, the MD CEO Halid Travels, Mrs. Olayemi Mutiat, the MD CEO Halid Travels, Mrs. Olayemi Mutiat, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar of the Nigerian Air Force.
Really get to Mr. President, or they had their own agenda. They found that Abba Kyari was there. They could not bend him. That's why, people said, oh, he was controversial. He was just doing his job. And that's exactly what I'm doing too. As a friend and a patriot, and one of the few persons still left behind in this generation that will mirror that lifestyle, that principle of accountability and corruption-free that Malam Abba Kyari lived and died for.
Family members, friends and well-wishers also attended Epoch event. They expressed satisfaction and commended the book written in honor of the man Abba Kyari.
Knew my father very closely. I would also like to thank you for all the support you gave him, not only after his passing, but during his time in office, while working for a better Nigeria. As time goes on, more and more stories will come out of how he dedicated his life for the country to move forward.
I think this is the best time to write about him so that everyone in Nigeria and the world can know who he truly was.
He always knew the right things to say, and he was always one phone call away, no matter what it was. He always made sure he was there for us, and it shows now.
He was my role model to Nigeria. He was the chief of staff to the president. From birth, he'd always been the chief of staff to our family. So that same integrity, loyalty, and hard work and dedication he showed Nigeria was the same energy that he showed his family in making sure that we were fully protected, never had to worry in our lives, and everything we needed, we had.
Abba Kyari was one of the most influential men in Nigeria and the chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari until his death on the 17th April 2020 at the age 67 due to complications from the novel coronavirus at a cardiology hospital in Lagos.
And to entire youth in Nigeria too, because it's a man that has passion and has zeal for the youth.
Sitting down to articulate the works of Abba Kyari in his lifetime, putting it together. I know it's not an easy thing, but for him to have done that and for him to go around and get out materials to put it together for the sake of this, he has done very well.
We were all surprised because at a time we were trying to let Nigerians understand the ideology, principle, and the governance policies of the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. So many of these persons shifted the blames on the late Abba Kyari. But until his death, when the likes of Femi Fani-Kayode came out openly to commend him and the stuff he was made up of, the Nigerians began to see the real Abba Kyari.
I believe he's a patriot and is somebody worth writing about.
His departure has been felt so well that people realize that he was doing lots of intellectual work that nobody can ascertain.
Thank you very much. So, one thing that you must cry every day of your life, just because you remember the name Abba Kyari. Just tell us one thing you miss him.
Well, it's someone I miss. If there is any opportunity, even if you want to rent a house, how tiny, how insignificant that can be. That, it will come, Yemi, where are you? This, my friend, just came to town. What can you do for this man? I miss that call.
Serious quality of leaderships. You need to be humble. You need to be a good listener. You need to be meticulous with documents.
All Nigerians before Abba Kyari died are saying one or two things about him, but now they really understand who is Abba Kyari and who Abba Kyari was in the time where he was alive.
The book was not meant to be a posthumous project. I had a chance meeting with the late Chief of Staff in London a couple of months ago, so to say, that was last year. And he was not supposed, I said to him, sir, it is time to tell your story. It's time to go into in-depth research and tell your story the way it is supposed to be. Not from lips of people who do not get an insight into how governance run, not from people who just sit under the tree and say anything that comes to their mouth, not from people who are looking for someone to scapegoat unnecessarily. And he smiled. The project looked like a posthumous project. It wasn't. It was set out to tell his story the right way, the Nigerian way, through our prism, through how we view governance.
The book, The Man Abba Kyari, is now available for public libraries and major stores in Nigeria. Also can be gotten at the Television Nigerian House. And please call 081-352-55073 for details. Peggy Shandi, TV News.